Hey everybody, welcome to Okies Eden. Welcome to my wood shop. Sorry for a little bit of the mess. Have a lot of projects going, but what are we doing today? What are we doing? We're building something for the subscriber garden. So check behind me and we'll get this rolling. Okay everybody, so here we are in the shop. I know this is not the norm, but let's get this trellis built. This will just be a short video. It is using full length, 8-foot, 2x4 pressure treated, because these do go in the ground. So with that said, this takes 3 2x4s to build one of these trellises. So it is under $10 and simple to build. So if you want to copy this, feel free. Let me just turn this down for a second. What you'll see is I have my 8-foot, these are 8-foot boards. These are all clamped together, okay? And then what I did was here, from this bottom to this point here is 16 inches. 12 inches is gonna go in the ground, okay? So 4 inches, this will go in the ground, then I'll have a cross piece at 4 inches above the ground, and then at 32 inches, and then another 32 inches, okay? And then that's what the fence attaches to for strength and to make this sturdy. And then the top gets these 36-inch pieces. That sets the width to the trellis. It's 36 inches wide, outside to outside. Then what you have is the little cross members. These are 14 inches. So these 2x4s were cut in half. So they're actually 1.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So when you cut them in half, they're about 1.75 inches. So this goes in between each of those to form the ladder that the fence will be attached to, and then that the plants will climb up. And they're all pre-drilled. And then the top, where the top comes together, are full-on 2x4s for strength, because the bottom's going to be cemented in the dirt, and I wanted full-on just 2x4 boards for the top to brace it. So let's get this rolling. There is a little bit of warping, so that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. So let me take my clamps off. And we will get this road on the show. You're going to hear some noise. It's going to get loud. I'm going to be dropping things and using an impact driver. So let me get 2 of these off here. And all I got to do is turn these. Now, I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm going to put a mark at about halfway, from this edge to this edge, about half. And you will see why in a moment. This is a trellis. This is not a home. It's not going to be 100% square and true. It's going to be very close, because everything was cut square and true. But with that said, I still want it to be close. The squarer it is now, the better it'll look after. So all I'm going to do here is flip my little tabs up. Let me turn this down. There we go. So what you can see I'm doing is I got this one cross piece here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm lining my line up here with the reference line that I put on the longer pieces, okay? So that's going to make sure that they're kind of where they need to be. So bear with me for a second. It's going to get a little loud. There's one. Excuse me. And I just line that up. Okay. So as you can see, this one's in. These have little tabs, so I can flip up, and then it lets me rest that against the board against that, so it doesn't tip over like it just did. You know, this is on the fly, it's okay. Two. Now there is going to be a little bit of warping because anytime you cut the 2x4s in half, especially the pressure treated, because they're kind of wet when you buy them, you might get a little warpage, and that's okay. That's okay. Then these should just held by themselves because I've done the two ends. That should just stay there. There you have it. So that's the bottom. So it's kind of like a ladder. That's okay. That's good. Now I'll bring up the other ones. I just have to repeat the process. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I tried using the my microphone. It was crackling out here for some reason, so I'm not going to be using my microphone. So, these are my top pieces inside. And I'm just going to square these up with the edges. All my holes are pre-drilled. If you don't pre-drill your holes, many times you'll split the wood and you've just completely ruined your project. Well, not completely, but then you got to go back, take the piece off, cut a new piece, drill it, all that stuff. So it's better just to be preemptive and just do it. take the 5 extra minutes. Oh, let's see, that one piece kind of is messing with me, so all I gotta do is I'll put a clamp on it. And then you just pull it out so that it's even Steven. Line it up and send the screw home. Okay, there you have it. There is 2 of my trellis sides. Let's connect them with my top pieces to make it 36 inches wide. Okay, so here we go. Here's what's going to set my distance at the top so that I know it's 36 inches wide, is that these are my cross members. I've pre-drilled them that are going to go right into the 2x4. That's why I used full 2x4s here, because I want to be able to sink this 3.5 inch screw way down into the 2x4 so it's secure. A little tip, if you have trouble with stuff tipping over on you, put a C-clamp on it, clamp it, and just let that steady it on the ground, and then you can come in with your foot like that, and then just makes life much easier. Whoops. There's one. Get this other one here. This will set it, like I said, this is going to be set for 36 inches. There we go. I'm going to put that there. And what I will do now is I come in here, I'll get this to the height I want, which is right there. I shall grab my other clamp, and the same thing. And I can just run my board across like that, and I'm where I want to be. And all I have to do, come in here, and then I come in here, pull that in. Now there is one more little trick we have to do. So let me get these clamps off and we will be right back. So now what we have to do is 36, okay? So we know the top is 36, right on the money. So before I put this in the ground, I want to make sure I'm at 36. What I do is I take these little boards that I can brace with. And what I do is I come out so that I'm 36 inches. Once I get it at 36, you can see there's quite a bow in these. So be okay. It's a trellis. Okay, so that side is at 36. Now, I can take this, just flip it this way. Boom. And I just do the same thing out here. There's that. And let's see what I gotta do this time. Okay, I am right on 36. So I'm set. Now, before I secure this in the ground with concrete, I will double check those measurements to make sure. But there you have it. That is the shell. Now, there is one more thing, everybody. What is that one more thing? Let's check it out. It's my entrance. My entrance sign for the subscriber garden. So, that is going to go up here. It is not, I'm not worried about it being perfectly level, whatever. It's rough. There's not a straight edge on this. Even the straightest edge is not straight. You can see it's all choppy. This is all chipped. That's why I used it. And then I cut these edges to make it look rough. So that will go on here, and it's just going to kind of be centered like that. I'm not worried about it. Forget about it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-drill a hole, because I don't want to crack this. This is not structural. This is just to hold the sign on. Here we go. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a chance and hopefully I don't crack the board. But I'm going to put one here and then here so the board doesn't warp. Okay. Okay, everybody, let's take this outside and test drive this thing. Take it over to the hole. Okay, everybody, so this is going to be the end of this video, but that is now the entrance. I'm going to show in my garden update on the subscriber garden where I'm putting the cement in, making sure this is all plumb and level. But yeah, then there'll be fence here and here. You'll walk through here, sunflowers here, some of Misty's stuff here, some calypso seeds up here. So it is really coming together. See you in that video.